Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you are well and safe. Welcome to Tabarak educational platform. Today I'm going to explain how to write a story based on pictures. I hope it will be easy for you. Please follow me. Let's start with general pieces of advice. You need to put your ideas in the right order in a clear way. Never write directly from your mind to the final copy. Write a draft in pencil and leave an empty line in between because you may need to add or change something. Plan and organize your draft on a paper, not in your head. Follow the pictures one by one to tell the story. Let's talk about layout. Number 1, introduction. Use the first picture to catch the reader's attention. Ask yourself a question about the pictures. For example, who are the people in the picture? To talk about the character. Where are they? What are they doing? What time was it? What is the weather like? You will need to add some more details to make your story lively and interesting. We can start with once upon a time, one day, last week, last year, 2 years ago. As you like, it's up to you. Let's talk about the body of the story. It means the story details. Work through the other pictures, creating a relation between them and connecting the events together so that your story looks logical and interesting. You can divide it into 2 or 3 paragraphs, and each paragraph starts with a topic sentence and support it with more details. What about conclusion? Use the last picture as a conclusion to your story. Start your conclusion with one of these phrases. Finally, at last, in the end. After the layout, we can talk about the language of the story. Read the words and phrases given in the box above the pictures. Try to use them to find a relation between the pictures. Of course, you may need to change the verbs from the infinitive to the past. You will need to create interesting sentences using these words. Number 5, the grammar. What about the grammar of the story? Sentence. Every sentence should have a subject plus a verb at least. Other sentence could have a subject plus a verb plus an object. Some sentence could have a subject plus a verb plus complement. Vary your style by writing a question, a passive sentence, negative sentence, a reported sentence, or a question. What about tenses? Don't forget that you are telling a story that happened in the past. So you should use a variety of past tenses. Number 1, we use the past simple tense to describe an action that started and finished in the past. For action which happened after each other in the past. For example, he opened the door, walked a few steps, and threw his exhausted cold body onto a comfortable warm bed. We use past simple tense because their actions happened after each other in the past. We use the past continuous to describe the background at the beginning of the story. Let's read this sentence. The sun was starting to rise, and the birds were singing when Ali was walking to school with his school bag on his back. We use past continuous like what? Like was starting, were singing, was walking to describe the background of the story. We use the past perfect to describe an action that happened before another past action. Let's read this sentence. We had already reached home before the baby got up. We use had reached. It's past perfect because it's the first action, and the second action, got up, we put it in the past simple tense. We must use linking words of sequence like first, next, then, before, when, while, after, during, after that, and finally. You should use them in our writing. You should use adverbs to make your story more interesting, like suddenly the sky turned gray as more dark clouds started to appear. Another one. Unfortunately, our car broke down while we were driving to Dubai. The adverbs here, suddenly and unfortunately. We can use more, like completely or immediately, to make our writing or our story more interesting. Use adjectives to make your story more interesting, like happy, unhappy, angry, afraid, scared, amazing, depressed, sad, like that, to make our sentence and our story more interesting. Please don't forget your punctuation. Start every sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. Names of people and the names of places should start with a capital letter. The pronoun or the word I should always be capital. Days of the week, months of the year should start with a capital letter. Use a comma to separate the items in a list. Use an apostrophe when you talk about possession, like Alice's car. Don't use short form like his, but use he is or she or he has. I think everything is clear now, and you can write a story based on the pictures that you have. I hope it will be easy for you. With best wishes, Miss Hanaa. Goodbye.